Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be watching The Wire Season 3 Episode 6. I think we're about halfway through. I mean, if anything though,
it ain't pretty.
Yeah, that from the perspective of Stringer and Marlo and everybody else, this is an oversaturation. I mean, having this work out is basically the best case scenario, absolutely the best case scenario, but the reality is, if we're looking at it through a perspective of a business plan, yeah, no, they're not going to leave the other corners. They're going to give the facade that, yeah, we're going to do what you want so you don't arrest us, but you know, maybe there's one or two still selling over there in the corners. I think that's prime real estate, and you don't just leave prime real estate out of the good graces of your heart. Okay, so I don't think this is going to be long lasting. I mean, them just lining up the streets like that, they're not going to meet their quotas. No, I view them as like salesmen, and they're not going to be able to meet the quotas, or there's, I don't know, it just looks like an oversaturation. And then if it's further out from the city, the fiends are going to have a hard time getting there, considering most of them walk, right? Like we heard Bub say, you haven't, you know, walked as many miles as I have, things like that. So this isn't going to be, this isn't going to work out long term. I really don't think so.
I told the other shifts, and I'm telling you. When I ride my district at the end of this week, I want to see empty corners. Anything you need to do, you do. Up to a body that can't walk itself out by the emergency room.
Okay.
I'll back up you and your men.
And that's, I was about to say that, like, you can't kind of just give them free reign, but oh my God, like this show loves to talk about moral gray areas, right? Like beating them, because they're not, it's not like they're dealing, like they're not good people, and it's not like they're not violent themselves, but it just feels very harsh that this is reality, that you have to go to these extremes to kind of bring some type of peace to civilians. Like that's really what it is for me.
Now detail our ID representative to the range for the entire week. All citizen complaints will be handled by Lieutenant Mello here.
Go with the one about staying silent.
That's such a little kid, man.
Just standing somewhere? Fuck you! We America! West Baltimore.
Damn. That right there in itself is a lot of political. We're not going to get into that though, because we're just not. But also the throwing down air forces in the drain, that is a sin. I'm just kidding. I gotta laugh so I don't cry. Okay, we gotta laugh so we don't cry.
You unhook baby cakes, my peoples be down where you want us. Swear to God.
That's desperation. That's what they want to see.
Fuck with a man's ride, you're gonna get his attention.
That's crazy. Oh my God, it's a ride. I thought that was like a nickname for someone. But yeah, it's his car. Well, yeah, well, we know that's part of the drug dealing culture, is being flashy. Like, we know that the shoes, the jewelry, the cars, the women, like, it's all part of it. It's all part of getting that image of masculinity. And yeah.
Gentlemen.
That's messed up. Ow. Dang. That could cause some serious respiratory damages though. The thing is that there's a very big imbalance of power here. I mean, with the law. Because if these guys report the police officers, I highly doubt this is going to get investigated or actually reprimanded. Like, this is not something that we've learned, is like the law doesn't really care unless it's on top of a newspaper and it makes them look bad. So God, the whole city just seems so just wrong, and it makes me wonder about my city. Like, if this stuff is very much close to happening now, which I'm pretty sure, yes, the answer is yes, but we don't really see it because, again, it's about the newspapers, right? As long as it's not on the newspapers.
Still Maryland. But if y'all don't take that shit down to Hamsterdam tomorrow, next time it's gonna be West Virginia.
That little star right there, that's north.
You want to go the other way.
That's messed up. Do they have no? They have no shoes, right? That's so messed up. Just a gangster, I suppose. Avon Barksdale. Ooh, sodas. Raspas. I love how everyone's out and about. At the very least, I was hoping that it would work, because it really breaks my heart that there's people out there. They're just trying to live, you know? I mean, this is their city. They're just trying to live and go through. And then when we saw a little boy unfortunately get a stray, and you know, he died, that's just, oh my God, can you imagine the fear that they have to constantly live in? So you know, this is something for the regular civilians, and the city should be doing more, considering that's literally their job. But so it's nice seeing everybody out and about, and there's not guns being thrown left and right. Oh, the little lady.
To wear that hat when he's on site, code, you know?
That cost went up, huh?
But look, y'all fucked up, so y'all supposed to take the hit, right?
Excuse me?
I mean, my man here don't know shit about no gun costs. He don't know nothing about no price of no steel.
Ooh.
Y'all supposed to have expertise behind this. Only what I'm saying is it seemed like the expertise ain't where it's supposed to be.
Unfortunately, Mr. Barksdale, cost overruns in the nature of the business.
Stop, pause, rewind. See, this is what this is what we've known all along. That Stringer has always had this persona, this little mask of being the tie, hard hat wearing guy that he wants to be. Like he wants to play doctor so bad to and convince himself and the world that he is a doctor. Yeah, Avon's not like that. Like I've never gotten that from Avon. Avon fought in the streets, you know, for too long just to be out here playing like this. And he's going to negotiate like he's always negotiated. So this, I don't see how they could do this side by side. It's either Stringer has to take the lead on this and basically run the whole face of the official LLC, and Avon take a back seat, or Avon's going to have to leave literally basically his past, not leave it behind per se, but he needs to completely change in the way that he presents himself. And I don't think he's going to do that, because he has carefully constructed his image to cause intimidation. So I can't wait to see this clash.
The Barksdale people took what they needed when the towers came down, no problem. Stringer hasn't missed a step.
He's still selling drugs.
Yep.
He's not dropping bodies.
Nope.
He doesn't need to. He's got all the corners he needs. And we come back 6-8 months, you won't even get him in a room talking drugs, much less handling any.
It's now or never, Lieutenant.
I mean, I agree. I understand the pressure. We talked about how if Stringer gets too big to a certain point, like if he gets, I don't know, backing from senators and stuff like that to protect him, which I feel like he already has. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very good at, you know, political positions, because I don't trust any of them. I don't. It's just, it is what it is. But so yeah, you know, money unfortunately buys you a lot in this world, and if Stringer does get big enough, I think he could really protect himself. I really do. And we don't want that. We do not want that. It seems like this is the stepping stone for Stringer to, in a way, run Baltimore, or at least own Baltimore, which we do not want.
Is quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's quiet, this unit is about the bodies.
Yeah, I do understand why the urgency is on the bodies, obviously, because that's a real problem in Baltimore right now, and so it's kind of all hands on deck.
10-page report on the heroic police work undertaken to retrieve Officer Dozeman's service weapon. Send that upstairs. Keep the bosses out of your ass for a while.
You actually did all this?
Yeah, you're doing work.
Would it matter if I had? I got a double on my plate. I'm gonna work it.
That's honorable too. All of these guys, him, McNulty, we know they have their strong faults. Like the list is long, but moments like these, I really can, respect them. Like this is like they do take their job seriously. Well, yeah. That look, like that moment right there, is what I like.
We ain't got fed and popular neither. What the fuck?
Ran our boys off.
Who?
Just some player, man.
Listen. Let him tell me. We hire him for muscle.
Boy Marlowe. Got maybe 15 spots along here and the avenue.
I love this. I've been waiting. Oh my God. I feel so relieved. I feel so relieved that someone's gonna freaking step up to this guy and actually be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you trying to climb every little tier here? Because this is what I'm saying. This is what I was saying. Stringer was restructuring the whole thing. And it does not align with Avon, because Avon is about rep, and he's about, honestly, Avon is a good contestant for Marlo. I think Avon and Marlo are more on the same mentality than Stringer. Like Stringer, he's a little bit, and we talked about it in the comments a little bit, how he's so full of himself. Like he's so focused on himself, and he has like a big ego, and I agree. He really thinks like he can walk around and do whatever he wants. But that was because Avon was gone. When Avon was here and it was them two, he was in the shadow. It was all yes sir, no sir. Not literally, but he listened to everything Avon said. And now what? I think Avon's used to that, and I don't know, maybe Stringer will go against him. So far, he's just kind of been holding it in, but for how long? I'm really looking forward to this.
An independent with no fucking support got all the prime real estate, and we doing what exactly? Young boy ran us off the corner? I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
I knew Avon was going to get pissed. I knew it.
And I sincerely mean your girl, no disrespect, but Tashi wasn't killed because she just happened by that mess. I think.
As a matter of fact, we know Stringer killed D. Y'all don't think Stringer would put out a hit on Avon, right? Like y'all don't think so, right? Because the guts. There's just no way this man thinks he's that untouchable. There's just no way. But if he does, ooh.
We all know that. The crew Tashi was running with, maybe they didn't throw the shot that killed her. But if they don't come to me early and tell the true story, I guarantee they won't breathe a free breath until them cicadas come back.
He's good police. I mean,
to the right people.
He knows what's up. He does.
And you've spoken to the medical examiner.
On a side note, we get glimpses of the families of the players, but I did enjoy that scene because they were, how do I say? I mean, they could have been quiet for their own safety. They could have been quiet because they just want all of it to be over and in their past, right? Or they could have been quiet because that's the way. That's what you do. Like you don't rat out who, the colleagues. You don't rat out who your daughter was running with because they also protected her in a way. You know what I mean? Like out of respect. I don't know, but I do like to see the side glimpses of that, because when we saw Bodie's grandma, and then we learned a little bit of his family. I mean, there's further consequences to this. Excuse me. There's further consequences to their families. Like they also suffer whenever they have a son, a brother, a cousin, or someone who gets, who joins the game. And they also suffer a loss when they die, because like when we mentioned, the lifespan of being in the game is not long, and like it's not like they have easy career choice, like they can make an easy career change. So I would like to see a little bit more of the families as well. I hope all that made sense. I'm sorry, y'all.
Lumpy?
He says if an investigation can come up with a credible scenario, he's willing to change the cause of death to homicide.
Look, I don't know how you city guys do it, but down here in Annapolis, we try to duck a punch or two. Not
Of course you
anymore,
do.
every last one.
Of course you
My
do.
county doesn't need another murder.
Of course you don't. I'm not gonna lie, I hate this mingling parties that they have. I just think it's like, I think it's disrespectful to the city, like all the glitz and glamour of the money that goes into these parties while people are, you know, losing kids to the game and so on, etc. I mean, the list is continuous. Also, who's paying for all these funerals? Like, I doubt the family can afford all of these funerals, right? And so seeing these parties really is really frustrating. Seeing all the political figures live lavishly while the city's in such a big contrast is really annoying. But again, I love that they're showing us both sides like this.
I think Unetta's gonna have her hands full come the primary.
Mayor pull it through.
The mayor's got a new poll showing his negatives have really jumped in the last year.
Yeah.
Not that he's gonna be putting a press release out about that. Keep on it, Councilman. A little smack here and there does this administration a world of good.
Could there actually be people who care? I hope so, but I feel like that's a daydream. I mean, we're on season 3 and they have definitely crushed my hopes in Baltimore, so I can't even imagine what the citizens do.
Your murder's never gonna be a murder. Daniel's got his head all up in another case. You know what the hardest part about being a police is?
Come on
I was
now.
gonna say trying to make the job actually matter.
Yeah. Dare I say, I think that's one of the biggest things that brings police officers down too. I mean, they do have to, at the end of the day, they're employees. They have to listen to upper management. And whether they have good intentions or not, look at Minotti. He tries to do a good thing, but it's constantly being degraded for it. Or, I mean, you know, like, it's not a good thing. His good thing is not a good thing. And God, I don't know how you can survive 20, 30 years doing that without giving up and just like saying, all right, whatever, I'll just do what you say, right? Like, I understand that. I understand why we have such varying police officers, especially the older ones are usually the ones that have already, quote unquote, given up compared to like McNulty or Kima, who are relatively young. And I can't imagine how frustrating that is, just to see all of the corruption going on from behind the scenes like that and literally not being able to do anything, or else you lose the ability to do what little you can. That makes sense.
Speaking of your ex-wife, what's up there?
Nothing.
So what, you moving on?
About time.
Yeah, I might have some fresh hope now you mention it. She looks like the kind who might tell me when my shit stinks, which is probably what I need.
It is what you need. 100%. We love a self-aware person. Like, McNulty knows. You know what's worse than not? Like, ignorance truly is bliss. Like, I truly believe that, because when you're self-aware, you're like, oh my God, like, you know it, and but it's still difficult to make a change. It's almost like an impulse. So he does need someone to kick him in the butt.
Like Freeman with tits.
You have the meeting right out of your hand.
It's what you need from me, right?
I love going out for coffee after a dinner or something.
Cedric, maybe we could...
Girl.
I don't know.
No.
Right now,
We're not doing this.
you tell me where you need me, whether you want the Class A or the Class B uniform, and I'm there.
I mean, it sucks, but I mean, they do have like, what, 20 years together? So, but I just... Her name's Robbie, right? Is it Robbie? I just feel bad for her, because why is she always the other woman? In a way.
More than that, I just don't know.
At least he's being honest.
Saying what the fuck?
Start answering.
Take a deep breath, man.
Hell no. That would frustrate the hell out of me, because think about it this way. Avon's been gone and has had to be patient for over a year now, while he leaves basically his life's, his family's work in the hands of his best friend. And then he gets back, a bunch of things are messed up or like, you know, rearranged, and he wants answers, or he wants, you know, like progress, like what's going on, what are we doing? Like, he's been gone, and then that person says, hey, take it easy. Absolutely not. I have been taking it easy. I've been waiting. So this is like the equivalent of telling someone to calm down when they're mad.
Know that if you call a shot, we at war. We at war. I'm there like I've always been.
Okay, whatever. Doubtful, but all right. No, not doubtful. I'm sure he will be, but
Think about turf, man. It ain't like it was.
Since when do we buy corners?
there you go.
Take corners.
There we go.
Man, you gonna buy one way or another. You gonna get some shit in this game, but ain't shit for free. I mean, how many corners do we need?
That's true. But I think that's more, again, the perspective of a business versus what it is, which is the game. And I think on paper, a business perspective, like, you have to have a balance of both. I think that's where we're making the mistake, that it's one or the other. But truly, you have to truly build this up to another level. It has to be a balance of both. You have to keep that reputation where other organizations or groups are going to say, oh yeah, I don't want to fuck with those guys. It's just, it's important in this world.
The fact is, we got every mob in town, east side, west side, ready to pull together. Share territory on that good shit that Pop Joe putting out there. I mean, we passed that run and gun shit, man. Like, we finance a package and we ain't got to see nothing but bank.
Businessmen, huh?
Yeah. That's what,
youngest worry. I mean, who gives a fuck who's standing on what corner? If we taking that shit off the top, we can run more than corners, B. Period.
I understand what he's trying to go for.
Like Little Willie, man, back in the day with all that number money.
I understand what he's trying to go for. Like he said, he's trying to be the wholesaler. He's trying to be bigger than worrying about the day to day. Like, he does not want to touch the day to day anymore. But the thing is that Avon, I think, wants very much to still be hands-on. I don't know if he would fully adopt Stringer's way of view, but if he does and they move forward, ooh, that's a little scary. I think the way to get them caught is to be still on the street, because more bodies, more attention, more reason to track them down, right?
Like businessmen.
I can't tell.
Man, just let me talk to the boy Marlo.
Yeah, I ain't no suit-wearing businessman like you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just a gangster, I suppose.
There we go.
And I want my corners.
Ooh, there we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. That's his answer.
Homicide police went to Tasha people, saying they got witnesses and shit. They called your name on it, too.
So what they say?
They called me.
Hey, yo, man,
dang.
this cop, man.
That's what I mean. Like out of I think, like, out of respect for Tasha, and yeah, they kept it quiet.
Yeah, maybe we should help him out. Tell him who did what.
Ain't no need to involve the police in none of this.
Sounded to me like he involved already.
Kimmy, I told you I got this.
My husband worked for Mr. Cooper at the American Can. We saved up and bought this house. There were some white families still living in the neighborhood then.
This is a picture of the house.
Oh, it is very nice, but I can't afford that.
You don't have to worry about the money. It's a special program we have. It's for people who are living in really bad situations, you know. And this is a good neighborhood.
You better not swindle this woman. Like, don't give her false hope, because she has no financial, like, what other finances does she have? Like, this house she bought with her husband, and I'm sure it's all paid for and whatnot. If you move her and she ends up having to pay, how is she going to do that? Like, don't do this to her unless it's a concrete thing. It makes me nervous.
Officer, this is the only home I know. It's all I've got. Now, you say you have a program, but you ain't got no program for what's outside my door.
Reasonable. Exactly.
I haven't seen any cameras, nobody peeking. And Monkman and his crew been here for grinding for days, and Knuckles ain't even blink.
Okay, spit it out, man. Listen, stop fucking double talking me.
Black Donnie say he ain't having any of it. And Eggy locked up, caught a nickel with the feds for a pistol. Shorty boy went and cleaned his old act up.
Dang, we don't really see that much. We don't, but also, so we're seeing him experience what Cuddy was experiencing. Like, he comes out and everything's changed. So now he has to adjust and adapt. But I have a feeling that Avon's not gonna take too long to adjust and adapt. I think he'll get back on his feet. I mean, he's gone this far by being able to adjust and adapt.
What we got?
The soldier you sent at us, Cuddy, he gonna work out. But the rest of them dudes, I don't know.
You go out, you get Cuddy, and get the best of the rest, and you put a hurting on Marlo. I want my corners.
We're being told it may take weeks before we get the city inspectors back down here to approve these site changes.
Weeks? What the fuck? How does anybody make any money in this game, man? Every time I think we good, you back in my pockets.
You need to make a call.
Again?
This is why we have a politically connected guy like that in the payroll. He goes downtown and does for us what we can't do for ourselves.
I like how Stringer Bell's coming to realize that even doing things legally, it's all a scam. It's this is very, very common. Wait till he pays taxes. He's not gonna like that.
All right, look. Me and Slim, we gonna work through the alleys and hit them from the side. I want you to come through here.
I didn't want Cuddy to be in the middle of this, but it looks like he's going to start climbing up the ladder. But also, tell me, I'm going to enjoy seeing the two, because seeing Stringer up and down the streets as if he was a big man, like a businessman, really started frustrating me. But now seeing Avon do this too, it's like, it's such a cool, not cool, but like, I'm enjoying the contrast.
Why don't we just come up this way, then we ain't got to worry about crossing no intersection?
Come that way, you putting your driver in the line of fire, man. Now where that put you at?
Besides, you don't want to be shooting across your driver, do you? All right, so come in easy. They ain't
Experience.
All right, you make sure you slow down at the end of the block and toss your weapons.
Toss the gloves too, right?
Nah, hold on to them. They gonna have that DNA shit all on them.
This is crazy. I personally have never really thought about or like seen the behind the scenes of a drive-by. I literally just thought that it was not strategic at all. And this is interesting.
All right, look, it's gonna take us some time to get set up. So we need y'all to lay back about 4 or 5 blocks. But y'all hold tight till I call you. You got it?
It's just to relocate. No big deal.
No big deal. Come on, Bunny. Where the fuck am I gonna find a house for this old broad?
I got one already. She's witnessing against a violent drug crew. Without her cooperation, I doubt if it'll go forward.
Oh, that's how he's doing it.
We just lost a witness in a drug case. We don't want to lose another one so quick.
Oh, sneaky. I like it though. That ensures she gets her
If
house.
gets wind of this, you forged my signature.
We should wait for the call. Man, what if that crew got lookout?
Motherfucker, if we waited, it'd be all over time we get there.
Oh my god. Like in any line of work, you cannot just dismiss experience like that. Like, listen, youngins, listen. This is life or death right here. Any line of work. This is I'm desensitized. Y'all hear me?
There go that motherfucker Nene, man. I say we take him.
We should wait for the call.
Man, we wait, he gonna get away, man.
Oh my god.
Go, go, go!
Literally exactly as they said. Yeah, that impulsiveness got them all killed. That horrible. Like, funny how it exactly went as what they were warned about.
Didn't I say something about waiting for a fucking phone call?
I can't get over like the scene's switching so fast. Like, we go from a shootout to let's play. Well, I don't even know what this is, pickleball or something. But this is such a It shows and basically it shows the entire contrast of the city.
Got me thinking. Maybe somebody could take a run at Royce in next year's primary. You gotta have some more balls.
And somebody black. This being Baltimore and all.
I don't really understand the political positions in that conversation, but it's either Tommy setting up himself or the other guy setting up himself, I think. But it definitely, they're making moves.
He didn't get near his shot off. Speak to the quality of Barksdale people.
Yeah.
You know it ain't gonna stop at this.
I don't want it to stop. Barksdale weak today.
This is exactly what Avon didn't want to be seen as weak. And that's exactly what happened, because now all of his people are basically gone. But one could argue that they were weak a long time ago, and that's why Stringer had to negotiate, because there was no choice. But
And he ain't working with the ammunition I got. Point is, they wore it. It's my turn to wear it now.
it really shows his philosophy. Like, it's what he believes, you know? It's how he lives his life.
So you working your plan, huh, Bubs?
Dollar here, dollar there, Keeper. You're still interested in that boy Marlowe, right?
You want to keep getting paid, you need to get your ass up to Park Heights. School yourself on that Jamaican named Quintel got them corners.
Quintel?
My bosses don't give a fuck about Marlowe. Stringer's people need it.
That's too
A
bad.
shame. Yeah.
That young buck Marlowe ain't getting one dog. He just dropped 2 of Barksdale soldiers on the corner of Mountain Fair a few hours past.
What?
All I know is Marlowe is flying his own colors. West Side's about to be all Baghdad and shit.
True, and the police are always a step behind. Thank God for Bubs telling Kima, or else they wouldn't even know. They would have. It would be like 50 bodies later, then they would be like, "Oh wait, there's a pattern here." Always a step behind.
But y'all looking for Jake, what's his name? Can tell. Y'all are too fickle for Bubs, man. I swear.
Deputy, I'm aware of the incident and my men are on it. Only that it seems to be rival gangs, but what does Homicide have?
Fuck Homicide. I'm asking you for answers right now, mate.
Ross just does not get better, right? Like, he's just a professional asshole forever, isn't he? Like this. Oh my God, how did
Like you said, rival gangs.
Oh, which gangs?
Gangs.
Oh my
Assholes
God.
who don't like each other.
His responses like that, like, frustrate me, because he was so involved at the initial investigation. Like, he saw what happened with Kima, and he still is just like a little too nonchalant for my liking. That's why he didn't, he didn't pass his test. Like, he's definitely, and for me personally, I don't think he's ready for a leadership role.
I'm sorry, Major, but we got nothing on it.
Play it. It don't make me no never mind.
That's why they're always a step behind.
Evening, Omar.
Evening, Bruiser.
What's for dinner, Jen? I'm starving.
It's working.
Don't yell, your little boy.
Hi, Daddy.
Okay.
How you doing,
I
beautiful?
was about to say.
Daddy, we should.
Gotta see this. Videotape from last Monday night's council meeting. I was in rare form, baby.
I don't want to disrespect you. Stream been good to me, you know? Not just my bills.
Girl, bye. No, ma'am. Okay? No, ma'am. The first sentence that came out of your mouth was disrespectful enough. Oh my God. Her son died. You know what? I really do think she is going to figure out that Stringer killed Dee. And oh my God, I can't wait for that revenge.
Him and Avon probably think they owe me that much.
Yeah.
And it ain't what people might be thinking or saying either.
You asking to get with String. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Okay.
Thought you was gonna be mad. Everything with D is so messed up, you know? And you know this one police. He came by here and brought it all up again.
Who did?
This detective from the city.
I love this. God, I've been waiting. I was wondering how the information would get to her somehow. And of course, it's our girl. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Say it.
What'd he say?
Say it.
He said maybe D'Angelo didn't take. He said maybe it was something else.
He's good police, and I think she's can be aware of that.
You with that?
Just told Stringer is all.
And Stringer didn't do Notice that. Oh my God. Thank God. Thank God for her. Thank God for Stringer. I don't know why. I mean, Yeah, I got a comment like, what do you mean? Why did Stringer get with her? It's like she's beautiful, and like, yeah, okay, but like in that position, I'm sure you can take your pick, but also like specifically her this was, I think, more intentional. Like maybe Stringer wanted the attention, or wanted the attention that D was getting from Avon. Like D was supposed to inherit everything, right? Maybe Stringer wanted that, and in a way he took D's girl. Do you know what I mean? And why would Stringer not mention anything relating to D, to Donna? It's like there's just too many red flags, and I think she's picking up on it, because Donna's not dumb. No, she is not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Interesting. It's just something to think about.
For counsel? And you're the proud husband?
I'm so sorry. Ronnie. I don't know why I said what I said earlier.
How that makes me feel.
Yeah.
It's just for show until the election next year.
Next year.
It's hard to explain.
Poor Ronnie, man. She's so... Like, I'm not saying she's totally in the right, because, she knew McNulty was married. Like, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, like, she does open her heart. And every time... I feel for her. I do. At least with the lieutenant, he's technically divorced.
Look, I disappointed her. She lived through me for a lot of years. And there were some things that happened a long time ago when I was in Eastern. I guess she wanted more out of me. And after a lot of years and a lot of plans, it turns out I have a better head for police work than I do for climbing the ladder.
Which is good. And you know what? I'm glad he's coming to this realization of like what he wants and what she wanted and why things didn't work out. Because it seems like it seems like this book is actually close compared to McNulty, who kept kind of wishing that him and his wife would work things out. Probably mostly because of kids, but I think he did really love his ex-wife too. But it just sucks because I don't even know how you begin to handle this as Ronnie, because you're constantly in the shadows. It's not like you can walk down the street holding his hand like you would want to.
Now she wants to be the big deal. I'm more help showing up at some chicken dinner in my wedding ring and dress blues than being the not even divorced yet husband with the white woman on his arm.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that was ouch. That was very, very hurtful. I'm sorry, Ronnie. Ronnie deserves the best. Yeah. I love her. She's done what she can,
I'm gonna do what I can to see she gets what she wants this time around.
I damn sure know one fucking thing for sure. Two of our people chalked and we ain't got shit to show for it.
Man,
yep.
He's gonna be real heavy on this, man.
When the work hard, this boy Marlo punking me, what am I look like? I'm gonna go do this shit my damn self.
Nah, man, you just this minute got home. Let me take care of this.
We was thinking, man, me and Cuddy, you know what I'm saying? We can hit them ourselves, man.
You know what? Oh, I love this contrast. See, Stringer's gonna get on Avon's nerves. I know it. I know Avon is not the type of man that you reel back in and control. No, he is not. He did not get here by being that type of man. And well, Stringer has a point. Like, yeah, you're going to get more attention of the police. I mean, just like the lieutenant said, we focus on the murders. If there's a murder and it has to directly do with either Avon or Stringer, they're going to get the heat. 100%. But I also can understand Avon's whole thing is about having his reputation. Like, that's what he built up on. That's his belief. That's how he lives his life. And so he's not going to slow down. Why would he? Right? Oh, this is going to be fun.
Look, and get it right.
That's crazy.
See how shit had to be handled, man? The game is the fucking game. Period.
I don't know. I was just down the way with one of our youngers on Vincent Street where they got their, the empty houses over there. Kids with a lemonade stand. It's a different world down there. Like, the cops was just standing around like that shit was legal. That shit was business.
I don't think you're going to sell Avon on this, Stringer. I'm sorry. I don't think you are.
No, man.
Oh, he didn't pay attention.
Not at all.
Our CI tells us those are Stringer's people. You want us to be about bodies? Now we are.
We had this kid Marlo working for Stringer, but that might be wrong.
See, now they have something to go for. And it's because Avon went back down the
This
street.
is no longer about Stringer Bell. What is my rank, Detective Griggs? My rank!
Lieutenant, sir.
If you can't remember that much, then you can go the hell back to narcotics. And you can go to whatever the hell unit will still have you.
Damn.
Get the fuck out of my office.
I mean, I get his frustration because he's already said it time and time again. Trust me, I get McNulty and chemo too. It's the only way to do any good. Like, they realize what has to be done to actually make a difference in the city. But nobody is supporting the idea for some crazy reason. It really is crazy. It's frustrating on both sides. I'm like tense. I'm stressed.
Caught some talk from them young men you rousted over there on the west side.
That was about a gun belonging to a police.
Yeah, caught some talk about that too.
Yeah, Omar knows everything.
It's about something else.
He is in
the
the
name
end.
of Tasha got her head blown off in a firefight. Okay, I could just pull up that other girl from your squad.
She ain't gonna talk to you.
Cause I already got me an eyeball wit.
I don't know about that. Old Bruiser, he be blind behind that 45 half the time.
Oh, right. So that's why Omar went and said, "Hey, Bruce." Okay, it's basically, I think, like a warning thing.
Besides, he done had a change of heart to that story. Shoot, the way y'all look on things, ain't no victim to even speak on.
All this death, you don't think that ripples out? You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's what I was mentioning about the effect on the families.
I was a few years ahead of you at Edmondson, but I know you remember the neighborhood, how it was. We had some bad boys for real. It wasn't about guns so much as knowing what to do with your hands. But like any young man, I wanted to be hard too. So I would turn up at all the house parties where the tough boys.
Ooh, I love this background.
Them hard cases would come up to me and say, "Go home, schoolboy, you don't belong here." Didn't realize at the time what they were doing for me. As rough as that neighborhood could be, we had us a community. Nobody
Damn.
who didn't matter.
I actually appreciate that. I really do. Because people who realize what they're doing is not good and shouldn't be passed down, like that holds some type of honor right there, I think.
And out where that girl fell, I saw kids acting like Omar, calling you by name, glorifying your ass.
It's been too glorified. Everything's been glorified. I think that's what he's saying is true. It shouldn't be glorified like it is, but it is. Damn. Looks like it got to Omar.
25,000. You don't need more than that to get it done.
The fuck you say?
I'm just telling you how they do down at zoning and permits. 20 gets you the permits. 5 is for me for bribing these downtown motherfuckers.
See, I'm glad Stringer is getting, shall I say, conned as well. Like, I don't want his little dream fantasy to come true. No, I'm glad he's realizing that these guys are snakes too.
I'm telling you, Strang.
Oh, he's getting mad.
The people running the city nowadays, they make the last bunch look sanctified.
As he is part of the problem. Crazy.
Permits come when?
Monday. Latest.
Dare I say they talked to Stringer like this because Stringer didn't keep up his persona that Avon has. You know how Avon likes to be intimidating? Stringer didn't want to do that, right? He wants to be this businessman, but what he doesn't understand that a part of that, you have to be intimidating in its own right too, like in your own right. And if he would have kept that up, I think this would have not been 25. Because now they know that they could kind of negotiate with him.
That's him, man. Fruit. Yeah? Owe me money, actually. Yeah?
Oh my God. Can he do it? Can he do it? I mean, he just got out. This is like no turning back. This is gonna look bad on Avon.
I opened up too early, man. Stepped on your shot.
Oh my god. Okay, so I mean, Cuddy, I was wondering about that because oh my god, like Cuddy so far hasn't looked like he's been hesitating, but at this very second, you think word would get to Avon that he hesitated or like the fruit got off the hook, basically? Will that make him look quote unquote weak? Will Fruit be grateful or will he step back up to Cuddy, you know, for like revenge? I don't know. But I feel like if Cuddy reaches this point, there really is no return again.
You don't get locked up. Y'all can keep an extra 20 each off the pack. What's up?
Crazy that this is like their training period. It makes sense that they use real young boys because yeah, they just basically get juvie until they turn 18, but that's so horrible, man. I guess it's training until they turn 18, right?
Got that fire, baby. Fire.
Tell me why you want to be mayor. Why should I vote for you over Royce?
Because something is wrong in that city, and I think I can fix it. This guy, he don't give a shit about tackling the problems.
So with crime as the issue, the Great White Father rides to the rescue?
That's true. It's gonna be hard in Baltimore.
Mayor in a city that's 65% black.
One, I hear the mayor's got problems in his base and with key supporters. Two, I got the police commissioner. And three, Tony Gray from the 5th District comes pretty close to telling me he's thinking about a run for mayor. That'd split the black vote. I don't know, I hear a new poll shows Royce's negatives pretty high.
You'd have to raise a load of dough.
He's aiming for the stars, but honestly, I'm still stuck on him whether I think he's really doing this for the city or for himself. I can't tell. And that's the scary part.
It's past that now. It's about us showing some respect.
Oh. Yeah, it is. No, McNulty, don't do this.
Right. Maybe if the word came down from on high, it might change his mind. I mean, if your friend Bunny Colvin's up to his ass in bodies, let him take all the help he can get. Not that you'd ever go behind anybody's back or anything like that. Right?
Oh my God. Kima, don't encourage him. Well, also, yes, encourage him, but don't encourage him.
2 more murders yesterday. Another 3 today, including a 14-year-old.
Sir, we see 300 before the new year, and I'm not sure that I can justify a full term for you. Now, I hate to say it, but there it is.
Oh my God, I hate him so much. I hate all of these people. What the hell does his job, how is he gonna stop? Like, basically, he's just saying to change the numbers on paper, but hello, a body's a body. What are you talking about? Like, you can't actually say this stuff. These conversations truly are the most frustrating. Like this right here, and in the whole Raw's like lieutenant meeting statistics, like give me the number of October 15 of 2000 and whatever at 12 p.m. exactly. What's that number? It's like, oh my, you can't work with these people. Like, what do you even do?
Just people in who?
Marlo Stanfield, the new kid.
But then there's people up in the Northwest.
Like, your war is only gonna get worse, Major.
It is.
You're willing to backdoor your lieutenant like this, huh? You ain't changed, Jimmy.
Nope.
Keep my name out of it?
Can he keep the name out of it? But I think the lieutenant's smart enough to piece it together.
How'd it go? We got 1 out of 2 of them motherfuckers, you know? And we was blazing, though. It was late.
All right. Relax, man. I already heard. Go sit down.
But I'm surprised with you, though, man. Shit didn't get by you back when.
Well, my man's fault, man. I fucked that shit up myself, you know?
Hold on.
Is he gonna be honest?
It's on me.
Oh shit! I didn't think that.
Kid in my sights, couldn't squeeze the trigger.
Damn. What's Avon gonna do?
Wasn't in me, I guess.
I feel like it's dangerous admitting this, and I don't want anything to happen to Cuddy. I've been cheering for him to like rehabilitate this whole time. Is it rehabilitate? I don't know, but you know what I mean. And it's just, I don't know. This is scary. Saying this in front of Avon, that's scary.
Whatever it is in you, it ain't in me no more.
So you done soldiering, but you ain't done. Could use you for what you got in your head. We're gonna put you on a corner. You could be inside.
Oh, man. The game ain't in me no more. None of it.
Oh, shit, Cuddy. How does that even go? That's true. Like, I don't even know how you, like, you can just, in a regular job, you just quit, right? But how do you quit a gang? Like, I don't know if you can, because don't you know too much? Haven't you seen too much?
But you ain't done shit else. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do?
I don't know. But it can't be this.
All right, then. We straight.
Oh, shit. All right, Avon. No. Why do I feel like he's gonna get killed?
B, he was a man in his time, you know?
He a man today.
Oh. See, honestly, this is why I like Avon way more than Stringer. I don't... It's just... I don't know how to explain it, but these moments right here, like Stringer is just, I just feel like, yeah, he's just so full of himself. But Avon, like, he keeps his feet on the ground a little bit more. You know what I mean? And one could say you could respect that. Like, he was willing to go out there and help them. Stringer's never done that. He's never done that.
Yeah, man.
He stepped up and said no, which I'm so grateful for.
Cedric Daniels to the rescue.
Man,
He knows. He knows. Oh my god. He's gonna know it was McNulty. How could he not? Alrighty, guys. Well, there you have it. Episode 6 of The Wire. Lots of changes with Avon. I think he's just starting to heat up. I'm glad he's not agreeing with Stringer. And I'm glad he respected Cuddy and said like he was a man and let him go. Now I'm looking forward to seeing Cuddy's next steps. But hopefully the whole thing with Fruit doesn't come around and bite him. Truly. I mean, it's scary to take that first step and say like, I know nothing else. I know there's nothing else that I can do. There's nothing else that I have experience in, but you just kind of take that first step into the dark and see where it leads you. Truly. Lots of stuff happening. So much. I mean, let's begin with McNulty going to the major to backdoor the lieutenant. That's going to turn around and bite him because he's done this again and again and again. And it is disrespectful to his colleagues. And I wonder if the lieutenant's going to figure this out or if the lieutenant's going to continue to kind of help McNulty, because let's be honest, the lieutenant has helped McNulty and gotten him out of trouble and kind of supported him even though McNulty's done them dirty. But there has to be a limit to how much a person can take, no? And Kima is right there like, I'm just here so I don't get fined, but also I'm kind of with McNulty on this one. So it's fun seeing her. Eventually I'm sure we'll get more background on her. Seeing how they structure, or like seeing how they sent the youngins to Hamsterdam so that way they only get juvie as like a test is pretty crazy, but really shows how they view, their recruits, so to speak. And it's just sad. It makes me sad. Bub's out here trying to make money, hopefully to get himself out. True is something I'm all here for. Ronnie, I'm heartbroken for her. It's not gonna end well. Like it's really not. It's gonna come out that they're together eventually, so we'll see the fallout for that. Poor lieutenant, he's always in something. And of course, Tommy's trying to run for mayor. Will he actually make a difference? Do I believe him? Do I think that he's being honest? No, I do not. But we'll have to see. And more importantly, I'm just really here for Avon. I love seeing how his reaction to how things are going. I've been waiting for it for a very long time, and I'm really, really excited to see if he's gonna try and put everything back to where it was. And the war between him and Marlo is gonna get dirty. It's gonna get dirty, and the police department's gonna get mad. Ross is gonna want more answers, and they're gonna have to face the reality. I hope it's a cold ice bucket to them that the problem is not something as simple as changing the stats. The problem is partly on themselves and the city. So, and also I am nervous that Hamsterdam's gonna get found out and they're all gonna have to move back. But I think they're going to have to move back anyway because of the war between Marlo and Avon. I think they're going to fight for those corners, and it's going to make everyone else back up. Because as you know, with Proposition Joe and everybody else, the treaty is that they're all in it together. If they start seeing some players not join in, it's not going to hold. Like, this kind of stuff is very fragile. And so honestly, Stringer has everything that he's worked for up to this point at stake. 100%. If he can't get Avon on board, it's all going to come down. 100%. So we'll wait and see what happens with that. Please let me know your thoughts down below. I love reading them every time. And if you did enjoy watching with me, please hit that little like button if you want. And of course, the full video will be available on my Patreon, so you can follow along. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.